It's that time of year when more people visit the doctor for things like the flu or COVID-19. Cronkite News reporter Shira Tanzer shows us a new kind of test, making it easier for people to get treatment faster.
You may think that flu and RSV are long behind us, but the viruses are still floating around, and COVID may be a reason why numbers were so high this year.
When we started the pandemic, obviously we had a lot of people, staying at home, not going to school, kind of isolating, wearing their masks, and that kind of slowed down the transmission of the common viruses, and we ended up with a population of patients who are non-immune to some of those viruses that we're seeing now.
Dr. Balan with Phoenix Children's Hospital says the chances of transmission are now higher because of the lack of immunity, and that was reflected in this year's numbers. According to the Arizona Department of Health Services, more than 32,000 flu cases were reported in the state this year, with more than 17,000 in Maricopa County alone. At its peak in November, RSV cases were more than 20 times the amount from previous years.
Their symptoms are so very similar and the treatments are different. And so it is very important to get treatment started as quickly as possible because delays could actually affect how the treatments work.
Sonora Quest Laboratories recently started providing 3-with-1 testing, which takes one sample in the form of a nose swab and tests it for RSV, flu, and COVID. White says testing used to be through process of elimination, but the new PCR test separates the sample and tests it separately for all 3 viruses.
And this is a highly sensitive molecular PCR test that can detect influenza, RSV, as well as COVID from one specimen.
Cases in Maricopa County have been trending downwards, and both White and Balan say getting tested can make sure they stay that way. In Phoenix, Shira Tanzer, Cronkite News.
The new 3-in-1 testing is available through your healthcare provider.
And doctors say the tests help people get a head start getting the treatment they need to feel better.